You don't ever give from your cup. You give from the overflow. You let the extra that you have created be what you share. Because in this way, you are always full. And from that place, everything is more clear. We've all come here with a divine purpose, traveling on a stream of cosmic dust from the stars into our mother's wombs, born into this precious life. It is no accident that you are here, my love, on earth, in this moment, in this body. You are here longing to find your place, to align with your purpose, to embody your passions and to live into the dreams of your heart. Yet so often we get caught, suspended in the tangle of life, not able to move forward, not able to find solace and comfort in a world that has forgotten the truth of our existence. As we begin to remember, as we peel back the layers, as we come together to uncover our unique gifts and reconnect with our authentic selves, we are able to see another way of being, a new possibility, a different life waiting to be lived. I have experienced on this complicated and wild journey of life that when we connect with the story of our soul, it will show us the magic of this life that we have been missing. It will open a window into the very heart of who we truly are, of who we came here to be, and gives us answers to our ever-asking why. Good morning, beloved souls. Or good afternoon or good evening whenever you are listening to this. It's morning for me. And today I wanted to talk about prioritizing yourself. And this is such an important part of the journey because in order to have a deeper relationship with life, we have to be willing to have a deeper relationship with ourselves. And then what transpires is this deeper understanding of who we are moving through our lives, through the world. We have this deeper connection to ourselves as spiritual beings, right? As energetic beings, as emotional beings. When we are busy, rushing around, especially this time of year, right? It is such a hectic time, such an amazing time full of love and gratitude and connection and excitement. And yet at the same time, it's also incredibly draining and busy and lots of expectations and rushing around. And traditionally, this was a time of going in, of reflection, a time of regeneration so that we could be reborn, right? The rebirth that happens after the pause, after the contraction, right? Nature contracts in the winter, goes deep inside, waiting for the next cycle. And so this time of introspection and reflection has been hijacked, right? By consumerism and busy. Got to get everything done for the holidays and make everybody happy. And don't have time for myself. And then this translates into our whole year, our whole life. And yet this process, this coming home to yourself begins in the pause. It grows in the stillness and it blossoms after the contraction, right? We are beings that came from nature. And so we can look to nature to know what are our cycles, what are our intended cycles, right? Summer, long days, sun stays up for so many hours and nature's blooming everywhere and everything's growing and this is how we are intended to be. And then we look at winter and it's close and quiet and dormant and dark. Not many days of daylight, not many hours of daylight. And we're intended to slow down. And so In prioritizing yourself, you can really shift how you move through the world. Personally, I schedule myself first on my calendar. And I loosely schedule, right? Because I love being able to be flexible. Like if I put on my calendar that I'm going to go to yoga today, but I wake up and I feel like swimming, well, then I'll change it. Or if I wake up and want to go for a run or a walk in the forest with my dog, I'll just change it. But I schedule that time for myself. And I prioritize it, right? I prioritize my boundaries. I prioritize what I love. I prioritize my needs. I prioritize what I think. I prioritize what I feel. I prioritize my spiritual journey. I prioritize what I eat, the movement that I make each day. And all of these things come together to craft a life that is meaningful, sustainable, where then you can show up for others and you can do the work that you love. Or even if you at the moment are not doing work that incredibly lights you up, you have so much more stamina to show up and give because your cup is full. There's a beautiful metaphor or image that I love, and it's a cup and saucer. And you imagine, right, that you're filling your cup, which we hear a lot, and you fill it so much that it overflows into the saucer, and the saucer catches the rest of the liquid. And then that is where you give from. You don't ever give from your cup. You give from the overflow. You let the extra that you have created be what you share, because in this way, you are always full. And from that place, everything is more clear. Your intuition, you can hear your intuition from that place, right? When our cup gets empty, we can feel so much of the collective, the fear, the lack of communication, the pain and suffering. And I'm not saying to pretend that none of that is there, because when we pretend that none of that is there, then we're disempowered. But it's realizing that is there and then knowing that we have tools to keep ourselves separate from that and then do what we can about it, right? We can come from an empowered place to make change in the world, change in our lives, changes for the people that we love, changes with the work that we do and how we support others. But it comes first, the first item on the list, right? I love lists. The first item on the list is you. You. Even if you have children, putting yourself first makes you a better parent. It gives you resilience. It gives you extra courage and strength to support them. And I know as a parent, it can be so alluring to put our kids first, and we just want to protect them and make sure they're okay and do all these amazing things for them. And yet we're showing them that caring for the self is not a priority. We're showing them and teaching them that we have to give everything to everybody else first. And then that's what they learn, right? They don't learn that they also get to nourish and nurture themselves in devotion to a better planet for us all. And so by reserving, like pulling back your energy actually from your kids, from people, from places, from things, for your computer, your work, your job, your pets, your family, all of it as a daily practice can be so enriching and can really add to your energetic well. And if you're interested more in that practice, I do have a meditation on Insight Timer. I'm a teacher on the Insight Timer app. If you don't know that, you can just find me, Sarah Noble. You don't need an account. The app is free. You can just even listen online. There's thousands of teachers on there and probably hundreds of thousands of meditations. So if you're not familiar with it, it is a really great resource. And like I said, you can look me up on there, and I have a meditation that's called Cultivating Energetic Sovereignty. And that leads you through a practice that you can do daily for calling your energy back and separating yourself from the people and places and things in your life that are draining you. It's a great way to prioritize yourself. And prioritizing what you are thinking and feeling is also such an incredible tool, right? I am extremely vigilant about what I think. And if I catch myself thinking something that is just my mind wandering, well, then I'm going to get really curious, because that is a pathway into a wound, into a place where I can do some energetic work. I can do some past life work. I can do some soul healing, right? Everything you think and feel gives you information. And it gives you information in two ways. One, what's yours, right? We all came here with karma. We've got stuff to clean up, and, let's get to it, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? We can get caught in this thing of I'm broken and I need fixing. And there's a lot of the self-help world and spiritual world is telling us that. But my love, you are not. You just a soul here on a journey with some karma to clean up. And this is a great time to do it. So get out your tools. Let's just get some stuff cleared away so you can really be in your authenticity and in your truth and in your heart, right? And in your knowing. So as you're thinking and feeling things, these are access points into information, into places that your soul is asking for some support. So I follow my thoughts, my emotions. I follow my dreams. Something shows up in my dream, you can be sure I'm sitting down the next morning in my meditation, taking apart the information that came through for me. Then, right, we have the whole other side of this equation where thoughts and feelings that are not yours, that belong to the collective, that are part of a bigger overarching narrative that has played out on our planet for a long time now, and it's been building and building and building. And when you can learn to discern what is actually yours to clean and what is yours to push off and say, no, thank you, this is incredible self-care. This will change your life. If you do nothing else but learn the distinction of that, it will change you at a deep, deep cellular level. And it empowers you is the way that it changes you, right? Because you're no longer caught in the spirals and thinking that this is you. And that there's something wrong with you. And why is this surfacing again? And why do I keep bumping up against this thing? Well, you know what? If you keep bumping up against it, that's a sure sign that it's something outside of you. Because just even in those words, right, bumping up against it, we don't bump up against things inside ourselves. Inside ourselves, we uncover and discover and explore. But if we're actually feeling a resonance of like, oh, this thing again. Oh, what is going on there? Oh my God, I thought I looked at this. I'm going to say that there's probably a distinction there for you. And this is a little more going on than you're personalizing it, right? So prioritizing yourself. What are you going to do today? What can you do today? What will you commit to? What are you willing to be devoted to today to put you at the very top of your list? And then continue to do so from now and forever, right? Keep showing up for that beautiful practice of being devoted to you. And if you would love support in this, this is what we do in the journey. All these things I talk about here on the podcast, this is what we do in the journey, right? We're building that resilience. We're understanding ourselves at a deeper level. We are learning the tools, the energetic tools that support your rising and support the places that you've touched already, right? Like I know so many of you listening, you've been on this path a long time and you've done a lot of work. This is the next phase. This is the next iteration. This is like, yeah, I've done a ton of emotional work and, I've looked at all these things and yet here that they still are. Here some things are. Well, the journey is where we unpack that, right? And we get the tools that are needed for that next stage, for that next up leveling of your life. So there's a link in the show notes and the portal opens February 1st. And as I have mentioned, if you sign up early, we are opening our Telegram channel on January 1st. So we can start 2026 together and you get a month of free support and coaching in that space prior to our program container opening. So if you have any questions, reach out. Like I said, there's a link in the show notes. You can sign up and come be with us. Let's walk this path together, right? Let's do something. Let's get empowered. Let's be embodied as we move forward with our awakening. I love you.